Hello Samosa friends, this is Atoshi Bagchi, and today I'm very excited to be interviewing Tania Ganguly, a fellow Samosan, about her run for Canton Township Trustee. Tania and I have probably known one another for about 15 years, but we reconnected in early 2017 as members of a Facebook Indivisible group. A few of the members of this group were South Asian, and we all decided to meet in person at the Canton Library to discuss issues that affected our own community. This is the group that eventually became Samosa. In the past 3 years, Tania and I have worked together in so many different ways. We've held Samosa meetings, candidate meet and greets, canvassed, attended fundraisers, hosted fundraisers, and participated in many different political rallies. And today I have the pleasure of interviewing her about her run for Canton Township Trustee.
Thank you, Otoshi, for talking about the grassroots work that we have been doing in the community for the last few years. I'm also glad that we are practicing social distancing and doing this interview remotely to help mitigate the global emergency in any small way that we can.
What motivated you to run for Canton Township Trustee?
I have lived in Canton for the past 16 years, and this is the place that I bought my first home. Getting involved with the community as a volunteer, as a parent, or as a community organizer helped me understand this community better. So when I volunteered as a community organizer for different federal to local elections in the last 2018 elections, I decided that I wanted to be part of the public service in a place that I called home. This is what inspired me to run for office.
Please give us some background on your experiences and how they shape your candidacy.
I currently work as a finance executive in the automotive industry. I started taking classes at the University of Michigan for my master's in business when I was 8 months pregnant, and I completed it when my daughter was in kindergarten and while working full-time. And as a local community organizer, I volunteered for a lot of elections in the last few years, especially as a grassroots co-chair for my Congresswoman's primary campaign, and then I am also volunteer with local nonprofits and as a parent volunteer in my daughter's school. So in all these experiences, being a coalition builder has really helped me in shaping my campaign and inspired me to run for office.
Who are the current politicians and activists that you most admire?
I really like all the women that decided to run for office in the 2018 elections, and they are doing some incredible work at different levels of government. Our local Michigan AG, Dana Nessel, has been keeping on her promises, and she's really come through in this time of global crisis. My friend Troy Rep Padma Kupa is also another incredible woman who is also an engineer like me, and I take lessons from her and every day in how to get involved in the community. For a community organizer, my friend in Canton, Amin Ahmed, he is training people like us to run for office, and I really like her for her passion in education and grassroots work.
Can you share some areas where local elected officials really impact residents and communities?
I think local officials can help in shaping the community programs, helping maintain our parks and our green spaces. They also have a say in how we preserve our environment and helping in keeping great public safety departments and really shape our community for the future in planning and accommodating new residents who decide to make our community their home.
What issues do you think are foremost in the minds of voters in Canton?
In having conversations with residents in their living rooms, at their doors, or in different community functions, I have come to realize that the need for green spaces is one of our biggest issues, as Canton is growing very rapidly and accommodating large populations. People are also not knowledgeable about what they can and cannot recycle, and they are looking into expanding the recycling effort. I've also spoken to a lot of parents and people in different communities, and they are looking into different community programs that can accommodate everyone in the community, irrespective of their faith, their needs, and their ages. So I think that those are my main issues, and I think that is what I would like to help Canton move forward with.
What challenges have you faced as a candidate?
One of the biggest issues that comes up in a presidential year election is raising funds, because people are mainly focused on the federal level elections. As I'm running for the office for first time, name recognition is also an issue, but I'm working towards having a grassroots effort in raising money and knocking on people's doors, so I think I can overcome these challenges.
During your campaign, have you had any experiences or conversations that have been eye-opening to you?
One of the big issues that I have come across is the growing aging population and the loneliness that they feel. Our Canton Community Foundation has come up with a program called Porch, which helps volunteers be friends to seniors. As I volunteered with this community and in our local assisted living, I have made some great friends from people all over the world, including our seniors from India, from Iran, from Colombia, and other East European countries, and this has been a great program.
Samosa is a group focused on progressive politics and activism, specifically for the South Asian community. Within Canton, what are ways you have engaged and inspired the community to become politically active?
During the last election cycle, I have spoken to many South Asian voters and helped them get out the vote. My husband and I have also been involved in different voter registration drives, including one in the local Gurdwara. I have had a lot of conversation in the last couple of years. In the community, I have come across a lot of enthusiastic volunteers who would like to help understand our local government and help to get out the vote. So I think I'm making a difference in the South Asian community by really helping voters have an enthusiasm to get out and vote.
What advice do you have for anyone who's looking to run for office, specifically women, minorities, or anyone that is part of the emerging electorate?
I would say don't hesitate. Give your candidacy a chance. Talk to your local community, talk to your leaders, find yourself a mentor, get involved in a local democratic club or a local campaign to learn about the ropes of how to run a campaign. It is an opportunity that you should always seek for, because that helps you understand how your government works for you.
I'm a little bit disappointed we weren't able to get together to do this interview, but we are complying with social distancing and have both self-quarantined. But before we finish, can you just share any final thoughts that you have with anyone who's listening? And also, please make sure that you share how everyone can get involved with your campaign, how to donate, and how to sign up to volunteer.
First of all, I would like to say that during this COVID-19 crisis, please check on your neighbors, practice social distancing, wash your hands, and buy local gift cards from your local restaurant so that you can help the businesses. Our campaign is truly a grassroots effort, and I would really appreciate any type of donation that you can help with this campaign. I also would love for you to volunteer. You can sign up at our website, tania4cantontrustee.com. That's Tania, number 4, cantontrustee.com. You can also check my Twitter at Tania4Canton, and also my Facebook and Instagram at Tania4Canton-Trustee. Thank you for giving me this time, and it's really wonderful volunteering with Samosa, and we hope to make some headway into our communities in the coming election year.